Hey everyone, this is Roland here. Welcome and thank you for being here. And today I want to encourage you with the truth and a principle from the Word of God, and that is where you start is not where you end. Now, even as you look back, and you may have had a rough past, right? You've had difficult things happen to you, and all you see was darkness and fear and pain. And then what we tend to do is project that into our present and into our future and think things are not going to change. But I want to encourage you that where you start is not where you end, that God has a better narrative for your life. He has a better future prepared for you. He has a new story for you. Let me just say that. And you can be encouraged with that. And I think of Mephibosheth, for example, who at birth was made a cripple, and talk about a rough start. And for his story, I would encourage you to go to 2 Samuel chapter 9 and read the whole thing and just see how David, because of the covenant he made with Mephibosheth's father, Jonathan, that David extended grace and favor to Mephibosheth, even though he was paralyzed, and he called him a son and looked after him, and his end was better than his start. And then I want to focus in on someone else, and that is Mary Magdalene. And she again had a rough start. She was possessed by 7 demons, and scholars say she was a prostitute, and that is a rough start. But Jesus came and changed that story around. He redeemed her story and gave her a better future, a better story, a better narrative. And she was the first person to see Jesus, or the first person that Jesus revealed himself to after he rose from the dead. He revealed himself to Mary. And the Bible doesn't really tell us what the rest of her life was like, but I would like to believe it was one of purpose. It was one of fulfillment. It was one of impact because of what Jesus had done. She was never the same when Jesus came into her life and called her. So remember, where you start is not where you end. So don't hold on to the past that you've been to. Don't think that the difficult things and the darkness that you've come from and the fear and the pain will never go away, that it'll never change, that that's your story for life, because that is a lie. God has a different narrative. He has a better story for you, and that your end is way better than your start because of what Jesus did for you, and because he is good and that he loves you. So with that, I've come to the end of this episode. I will see you next week, and God bless.